Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another Lions Den with Seth. I'm your host, Seth, y'all. First of all, I want to say thank y'all for all the birthday wishes and everything that's been popping off. Y'all appreciate it. Hey, listen, not everybody is blessed to be this old and still to be this classy, right on. So I do appreciate y'all. What's going on, fellas? What's going on, Big Will? How you feeling, bro?
Hey man, I'm here, man, ready to get it in, brother. Looking forward to this conversation and another Sunday to get to chill with my brothers, man. So you know it's all good, brother.
Absolutely, absolutely. Larry, how you feeling, man?
For sure, man. Happy birthday once again to my fellow Aries. You know how it
Yes,
is, 5 days apart, but it's all love. And
all
man, I'm
love.
super excited, man. You already know how I feel about the one and only, but I can't wait till we get it going. Let's go, fellas.
Already. Big Herm, what's popping, man? Hey, tell us
Man,
about the Timberlands, man. Tell us about the Timberland shirt.
I got caught slipping on a laundry day, dog. You know what I mean? I supposed to have my Lions Den gear on, but hey, so y'all gotta forgive me on that. You know what I mean? So I just rocked what felt comfortable, y'all.
I can
I
dig
am
it.
by no means endorsing Timberland.
You sure? Hey, not until they start cutting the check, right?
But check it. Just like my brother Larry, man. You know, it's funny. I'm just a quick story, man. I was like, you know what? I saw what this brother was doing online. I was like, I'm gonna reach out. There's no way he's gonna respond back to me, but I'm gonna reach out. And then he responded back to me, and I was like, I know I'm not talking to this man online, person in music I grew up with, who's a lot of heads got busted his music, you know what I mean?
Too many.
You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I was like, I know I'm not chatting with this cat, and he's about to come on Lions Den, but he's here, y'all, and we about to do this interview and give y'all some great stuff, Mr. Project Pat.
Project
Yes,
Pat.
sir. Yes, sir. What's going on, good brother? What's going on with it, good brother?
Yo, the one and
Hey, man.
only. What's popping, bro? How you doing, Mr. Project Pat? What's up,
Man,
bro?
listen, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I just came off the road. I just a little tired. That's all.
There's you in the
Nah, I'm
chat,
good,
right?
man.
Yeah, both of y'all was on the road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Chet was at. Yeah, she was at the spot last night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Well, look, man, first of all, we want to say thank you for taking the time out, man, for coming on the on the den, you know what I mean, and really representing not only for your city, right? Because you do represent, Memphis, tough, Tennessee, tough, but then also too, man, what you're doing within that. So I do want to say thank you, man. Thank you for everything that you're doing, man. It's extremely commendable, man. So we humbly thank you for that, bro.
That's what's up.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But hit it up, Herm.
Hey, so when we talked, you know, I talked to you about your charitable foundation that you are just getting started. A lot of people know about your background, you know what I'm saying? They know about your rap career. They know about some of the trouble that you've been in the past. So I
hmm
want to kind of know about what led you here to the Go Foundation, and tell us a little bit first. Tell us a little bit about the Go Foundation, what it is.
Well, it's basically, man, really, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's something my partner had came up with. He got a good idea, and he said he wanted to do something called Go. But the thing is, what we was doing was we was already doing what we was doing. Like we didn't even have a name. See, we would just go out and feed the homeless. Like we didn't have no name. And see, then he said, man, I always wanted to do a ministry in this. It's like a inner city ministry with called Go Foundation. Now I'm gonna explain something to y'all. I have a heart for the inner city. I'm for that. But that was more mainly what my partner wanted to do. And it was cool because I was with that because I said he was doing it before me and he inspired me. But as I had started praying and doing a lot of praying around the time of the pandemic and just reading the word or reading the word of God and just, God dealing with me and opening my understanding more of what he lead me and what he wanted me to do. Then I had picked up the thing about the prisons. We also do prison. So what we do at Go Foundation, we do inner city, homeless shelters. We'll come to a city, go straight to the homeless shelters, and we'll go straight in with some books. We'll go in and give them a donation, or we'll go in and we want to connect with them, see what they got going on, because we definitely for the inner cities and the trailer parks and all that. Not just the hood, but we say on Go Foundation, we say from the neighborhood to the trailer park. And then the Lord had inspired me to, do the prisons because I had been in prison. And man, that's what we've been doing lately. We've been on the prisons hard. And we've been we've been to some in Arkansas, Dallas, juvenile facility out in Dallas, and I got some more connections coming out of just different places because I know so many people like Washington D.C., Baltimore area, and Florida, and we just came back from of course we do our city jails, and we just came back from one of our prisons out here in Tennessee, but we got to go to another one on May the 3rd. I just got into the access of all the prisons in Tennessee. But God really been opening up the doors, man. The people been coming straight to us. I have not reached out really to nobody. I just like, it'll be like, say I meet somebody like far as out of town, and like I'll say they or like people been seeing what we've been doing, so they've been reaching out. That happened real strong lately. And but man, I like maybe meet somebody that's I don't know, maybe from say I meet somebody from Baltimore or something, and I say, man, I be going into prison and talking to the prisoners, and they're like, okay, well, man, let me see, my uncle might, da 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 da, and that's really how I did it, like once or twice. But basically, man, the people just been coming to us. God just been opening all the doors, and man, I'm talking about, man, I went to go talk to this at this one night. My other partner, he works with us too, named Joe. He part of Go Foundation. He had me come out and speak at this drug rehabilitation graduation in Memphis. It was on the north side, so I went out there and did it. And to my unknowing, man, the lady who got me in all the prisons in Tennessee was there. And she was inspired by what I told them. And man, I didn't know what it was because it was at a church. So I bought a Bible and everything. I thought it was gonna be like a church setting or something. I didn't know what was going on. I mean, I just didn't know nothing. And when I walked in there, I was like, oh, okay. It was, but it was real good. And the lady was really inspired by what was spoken. But man, I tell people all the time, man, when I'm talking to people, man, it's not me doing the talking, man. It's God doing the talking, because I'm not I don't know stuff about a person like that, or like what I mean, I got stuff I went through. I got a testimony in my own life, that others would help and affect others. But when I'm basically, finna go talk to somebody, like I gotta go talk to we gotta go to do 201. We gotta do 2 units in what we call our city jail 201. City in the city jail, this is Tuesday. Man, I'm thanking God he give me the message of what to say, because I don't know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, I prepare. I do prepare, but me personally, I'm trying to, my whole mission with this thing is, if God ain't in it, I can't do it.
Right. Okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not dependent on me. I mean, I could give a regular speech, an inspirational speech, but I mean, that's fine. I mean, and whoever does that is fine. And I could do that. But I don't, I'm trying to let God get his point across in the situation. You know what I'm saying?
All
Now
right.
I tell people this, I tell people this now, this is not me, like, I'm not a reverend, you know what I'm saying? I'm not a
You ain't preaching.
well, I'm just a man of God, like, and I pray to him, and by faith I receive that he gonna give me what to say. You see what I'm saying? Like, other than that, I try not to do too much talking, because I'm not
Just a vessel.
I don't have the power or the knowledge out of my own brain. You know what I'm saying?
Already.
Like, it's got to come from him, boy. I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? But he's been helping me all the way, and he's been taking care of the business all the way, and I thank him for it.
There it is.
Some I'm gonna bring to you, brother. The experience that you've taken is your own personal experience. That's the only ammunition that you need to go out to reach people and connect with them, because your pathway has been the reason why you got where you are now. And I think that you going out to these prisons is how you connect with people. So
one thing you gotta understand, that what you're saying is right, but it's a way it has to be done. And you know when they say what the devil meant for bad, God made for good. And God could turn around and use for good. See, God uses the experience of a person. Let me explain something to you. You know how a person say, oh man, God had to sit me down. You know, the person go to prison, that's the main thing. They say, oh, God had to sit him down. Well, I mean, now you gotta think about it for a second. I'm a man of the experience of this jail system. I've been in the feds, the state, and all that. And I'm telling you right now, listen to me good. God didn't sit me down. I sunk me down. I'm the one set me down. I'm the one robbed the people. I'm the one duct taped the person up when this robbery situation I had. I did that. I'm not proud of it, but that's what I did. But the mistakes that a person makes in their life, God can turn them around and he can use them for a testimony when he bring you out of the situation. You see what I'm saying?
I totally agree with that one, brother.
Yes.
How do the people typically respond when you go to these different prisons? How do they respond to you? And what are some of your key things to connect with the people that you are communicating with?
Well, mainly, like I said in the beginning, man, I do a lot of praying on it. Like, I just thank God. Like, and I do like a lot of meditating in the word and studying certain stuff he'll lead me on, but listen, good brother, it's not a method. I don't have something I can write out for you and like send another person in to do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the response is unreal. Oh, it's super good. Oh man, people giving their life to Christ Jesus, everything. It's good. But it's not me like controlling it, like far as like I couldn't tell you a formula. You know what I'm saying? The only formula I can tell you is pray on it. I say if somebody say, man, I'm finna go into prison, I'm finna go around, I'm finna talk to somebody. I said, well, pray on it first. And then then God will lead you into what to do or what to say. Because see, the thing is, we was in prison. I'm gonna give you an example. We was in a prison talking to in a women prison in Arkansas. And I just walked in there, man, and the ladies were God led me to bring my wife's mother. Because my wife's mother, she was on drugs for 28 years. Now, but me and her, we touched and agreed and prayed about it 10 years ago. She's been clean for 10 years.
Got you.
10 years. Now, she's been, to my wife's knowledge, when she said her mother had been on drugs all her life, she said she don't know no time she wasn't. But by God's leadings and him giving us the, open our understanding on some stuff, we touched and agreed and prayed on it one day, and for last 10 years she been clean. I'm talking, she was smoking cigarettes, she don't do nothing. She don't drink, she don't do nothing.
Right.
She don't do nothing at all. It was all God. It wasn't something I did, it wasn't something she did, it was him.
Right.
But this the thing. I took her in there with me. Lord led me to bring her in there with me to tell her testimony. Because see, the thing is, the people, the access came, they wanted me to come in there, but I just said, this is a women's prison. I said, and the Lord like, you ought to bring, your wife, mother. I said, yeah. So I flew her down. She's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And when I flew out, when she came in, now watch this now. I'm explaining to you. This is why I told you. I said, I pray on it first because I don't know. So, now a person say, well, you could have thought that up. But no, I didn't think that up. I didn't think just to do that. Like, that didn't just pop in my brain, like, from me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it would, I'd say it would. I try to tell the truth. I don't try to tell stories and lies. I mean, I used to be a con artist, slickster. They call it scamming. We used to call it playing paper. You know what I'm saying? I used to do all that for a living. You know what I'm saying? Me and my other partners, that's, long time ago. But I'm saying that to say this, that I try my best not to get into lies and stories, and I only speak what I know. I can only tell you what I know. If I don't know it, I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't try to be like caught up in pride. A lot of people get caught up in pride, and they get caught up in, trying to be smart, trying to make somebody think they smart. So they say they know something and they don't know nothing.
Mm-hmm.
You meet people like that all the time. They don't even know for real.
They don't know.
I don't.
Good.
I give people. I learn to walk in love with people and give people passes now. When I see you don't know, I just don't say nothing. It ain't my business. I mean, it's between you and God. Y'all will figure it out.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to judge no man like that. But let me say this right quick. So when I brought her out, man, she started talking. Now listen, let me show you something. Now this is something I didn't think of, but the Lord led me to do this. When I brought her out and she gave her testimony, the ladies, their main question was when they saw my wife came too. They saw my wife and her mother-in-law. Their main question was, well, how do you feel about your mother, getting off the drugs? Do you accept her?
See,
Because their main thing was they was holding on to the guilt of being on the drugs and getting locked up away from their children. Now, mind you, this I got some boys and I got a stepdaughter, but I was locked up. They was like 3 when I got out, so they know, but they don't really remember. But I didn't understand that because I wasn't on drugs when I got locked up with my kid. I wasn't on drugs. And I'm not a female. I'm not a woman, so I would have never knew that they would have been feeling guilty. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I never would have knew that, but it made sense when I seen it. But it's like I was like, oh, okay, Lord, I see why you led me to do this. Cause now she was explaining to them, and man, when I tell you it blessed them women in there,
mm-hmm.
oh man, they was crying and everything. Oh, bro, they was like, it's just amazing that y'all still together. And my partner Mike, he was saying, well, what you seeing is this is when this is recovery. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you don't lose. And my wife got up and said something. And she don't never talk. She don't never talk at all. But God led her to say something. She got up and told the women. She said, "Listen, I didn't care about my mother, whatever she done in the past. I just wanted my mama back." And she said, she told them, "That's what all your children want. They just want their mama back." Now listen to me, good brother. I would have never knew to do that. I would have never. Come on, if I just went in there and just gave a good speech, you understand what I'm saying? See, that wouldn't have reached them. That wouldn't have reached them. That wouldn't have reached them. But when I prayed on it and let God do the leading, he knew what to do. I don't know what to do, but he do. And that's why, like when people say, well, man, like the question you just asked me, man, I really couldn't tell you. Like I say, all I do is I just pray on it. He do it. It ain't me. I promise you that.
I got you, Project. Hold on.
What you think, Larry?
Pat, this is a question I'm gonna jump in on because I think we're
go right here,
following suit with that. Is when we talk about prison reform, I think that's the key goal, right? Is to get folks in there, not just folks, but get people in there. If you're going to reform someone, then you have to have some sort of education curriculum or something, or just experience with folks like yourself coming in and sharing your prior experience. And hey, here's what I learned from my mistakes, so that you can go out and do and not do what got you in here. So what I'm asking for you is there's a myth out that if you're a convicted felon, that you can't get back in the prison systems and educate those that are in there. And it looks like you're able to do that. So can you talk to the audience members that may have this same experience, same stories, that they want to get back into the system and what kind of red tape they might have to experience?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, good brother.
Mm-hmm.
If you say you can't, I don't care what it is, you can't.
Yeah.
Right? But if you say you can, then you can. And one thing about it is that's the book I be passing out by a minister by the name of Charles Capps. It's called The Tongue of Creative Force. That's how it started off. He says, those who say they can't, they can't.
Mm-hmm.
But those who say they can, they can.
Okay.
See, you can do what you want to do, and when you pray on it and believe you can do it and confess I'm gonna do it, then you're gonna be able to do it. You see what I'm saying? See, it's all about you believing in your heart and confessing with your mouth. Because what you believe in your heart and confess with your mouth, that's what you're gonna have. And that's what everybody's having right now. It's not abracadabra, it's not something you say one time, but after a period of time, you constantly say something and you believe in something, it's coming to pass. You can rest assured you're gonna subconsciously live out what you believe and what you're saying. You're gonna live it out in your own life. So yeah, you definitely can get into prisons and now, I mean, you may have to go through some procedures, but the thing is, man, I'm just gonna be honest with you. Devil, he tried to come at me with that. He tried to say, "Oh man, you ain't gonna be able to get in no prison." As soon as I thought of the Lord gave me the idea, as soon as I did, that thought came to my mind. And all I did was I had to do this. Now I'm gonna get in. God will make it happen. God will make it. I ain't gonna worry about that. God will make it happen. And look, and he doing it.
Yep.
He doing it. I'm talking like, man, like we talking prisons like out of town, like Like, you know what I'm saying? And I've been to all the prisons. I mean, I'm a 2 times felon. So no, you can get into prisons. I mean, if I'm in there, I know if I can get in there, I know somebody else can get in there. You know,
Already.
especially somebody who ain't done but 6 months or 2 years or something. I mean, look, time is time though. You know what I'm
Time
saying?
is
You don't want
time,
a
yeah.
day in there. We making jokes, we laughing, but no, time is time, man. You can definitely get in there. I promise you
Okay.
can.
It is time.
Yeah, it is. Hey, so Matt, listen, you're dropping some good knowledge, man. And so there's some things that things that I've heard by listening to different interviews. But if you don't mind touching on how important it was for your father to instill in you the amount of fortitude and faith base, but also walk in that walk of being a man. How important was that for you as you became who you are today?
I grew up around everybody around me didn't have a daddy except my older cousin who I looked up to. And they didn't have a daddy. So, you know, it's like I learned I never understood this. I never got it. I mean, people used to always come to me and people that was like, I'm like, man, this is a stone cold gangster. Like you way more out here than I am. But they come to me for advice. And I didn't understand it. I didn't get it. I was be like, why is this dude? But see, I had a daddy and I had a mama. So, you know, my daddy, he was on the road. He's a minister. He was evangelist. He was on the road a lot, but he was in my life, of course. So having a father, having a daddy is always an advantage for anybody. I don't care who you is. A real daddy is an advantage because a lot of people don't have that.
Uh-huh.
And it's like when people used to see me when stuff used to happen, I never, let me say this. Let me say this right quick. I don't want nobody to get offended by it because some people do when I say this, they get offended, but it doesn't matter. You still a man. When I get through saying this, you still a man. If a guy didn't have a father in his life, everybody, I don't care who you raise, whoever you're raised up under is who you're gonna pick up their traits and their characteristics. Whether it be a man or a woman, it does not matter. You're gonna pick up the characteristics.
Right.
So when you see a guy that uh he's argumentative. He always want to like he get mad over the smallest things. You be like, what's wrong with this dude?
Mm-hmm.
And then you find out he was just raising his mom. And his mom was like that. Now he's still a man. Now he's gonna say he's a man all day, but he just raised. He's like that because of who he's raised up under. So like, if you got a good mama, you know what I'm saying, then your mama instilling you good things. You know what I'm saying? See, everybody is a victim. Man, you know, and I heard Denzel Washington say this. I'm pretty sure y'all saw this interview. When Denzel Washington said this, and y'all, when I say this, y'all gonna agree with me. He said, we don't hold on one second. He said, we don't go to jail. He said they don't send us to prison when we're 7 years old. He said, where was his father? Where was his mother? You see what I'm saying? See, and he said, because by the time we turn teenagers and stuff like that, and by the time we make it, he said, by the time we make it to prison, he said, he's a man. Now it's a different ball game, which it is. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people, man, I don't want to say, you know, people say, man, he grown, you know, he know right from wrong, but man, I'm telling you, man, having a mother and a father that know God and praying. That's what keep people out of harm's way, even when you standing right beside harm and you riding the car with harm. You know, that it be God. I used to think I was slick and it was me, you know, I slicked them dudes. Man, I remember one time, and this is a true story. I had I did this a couple times in my life, but this one time I did it. I stood on a neighborhood of people. And man, I was in a situation where I didn't even have a gun on me. And I just was so mad. I didn't even care what happened. I stood on a whole neighborhood and they actually bowed down to me. And when I did that, I started, it fueled my ego to make me think I was somebody.
Right.
But as I got older and I started, you know, talking to God and learning about the love of God, that was the mercy of God that kept me. Man, all somebody had to do was pull a gun out and blow my brains out. I was standing on them dudes, talking to them dudes so crazy. I'm talking to them dudes crazy, man. And I know to this day, them dudes probably like, they older now. They like, man, that dude Pat was crazy.
Wait,
Bro,
hold on, Pat. Hold on, wait. So what you're telling me is you did the whole King Kong ain't got nothing on me in the middle of the whole block like that?
Nah, I wasn't. Nah, it was in a club. I was in a club. It was about
Okay.
20 guys.
Mm.
And I had, but the main guy that they looked up to, I had said something to him and he ran out. He was scared.
Mm-hmm.
And when I guess they seen him run, well, I know they saw him. They seen him run out. And when they seen him run out, then I started talking crazy to all of them. That I mean, these grown men, man, they could have shot me. I could have died.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? And I'm sitting up here thinking I'm tough. Then it fueled me. That's the devil. That's the devil with them tricks.
Mm-hmm.
But see, in my brain, as I started getting older, start talking to God and dealing with the Lord more. Then I started understanding, man, that was just the mercy of God. That was God looking out. That was my mama praying for me. That was my grandma praying for me. That was my daddy praying for me. See, you to be a man out here, and a real woman to tell you now, it take a strong woman to raise a man.
Right.
But really, man, really be honest with you, a man got to be raised by a man to know how to deal with a man.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just real. I mean, a woman that she can raise a man. She can. But she also, it takes like, say you got a good mama, and she might meet an old knucklehead boyfriend here and there. But say she got a brother that's a good role model. He,
Mm-hmm.
like my cousin, he's kind of like that with his nephews and his nieces. He's a good uncle role model for them. So, just him as an example, he basically is helping to raise them. Now, I'm not saying that their father's not in their life. I'm not saying that, but he helps them to raise them. You know what I'm saying? And that helps, man, because it really takes. And I'm gonna tell you something. One of his nephews, there's my little kinfolk. He said, "Look, cuz," he said, he just posted cuz on his Instagram. He said, man, Unc, you really, inspire me. In other words, the short term to be a man. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, it take that. Like that's what he needed because I know, I was around guys that didn't have fathers, and I'm talking about, man, they on dope now, they strung out, they in jail, and I'm not saying that something couldn't have happened, but with a real man showing you, hey man, look, pull your pants up. When you talk to a man, shake his hand. When you shake his hand, with a grip, and you look him in his face, and you talk to him, and it's just man stuff. Y'all know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like my dad taught me to pull my pants up, carry a wallet. You know what I'm saying? Like, he just man stuff. And I mean, my mama could have done it, but you just gonna listen to a man more because he a man and you a kid. You a boy. You want to be like a man. Y'all know we men. We know that. Yeah.
You
and
know
it's
what?
just go ahead. I'm just
No. I'm saying, man, you hitting it real quick, man, and on some good stuff, man. First of all, before we go into deeper, man, because we still got some time for you, man. But first of all, I want to let everybody that's watching, y'all, we appreciate y'all watching. Please make sure you're hitting the share button. You dig what I'm saying? Because we got the infamous, famous Project Pat in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Yo. You know what I'm saying? Doing it good, doing some good work. But look, y'all know how we do around this time. Don't go nowhere. We got to take a break because we got individuals and bills to pay. Right on. So we will be right back. In the meantime, make sure you are sharing this. Okay? Be right back.
Monique Slayer is a top negotiating, award-winning real estate agent in San Antonio, Texas. Her focus is on educating and empowering individuals on building general wealth through homeownership, while providing exponential service with integrity and excellence. Although her heart is for serving first-time homeowners and the military community, her clientele ranges from $100,000 to $2.5 million. Monique has developed an awesome team that can get anyone into a home and has sold homes in less than 6 hours. After servicing the Air Force for over 28 years, retired Chief Slater has a massive network, so she can connect you with an awesome agent anywhere in the U.S. And if you're in San Antonio or relocating there, give Monique a call first to help you find your dream home. Give Monique a call at 210-237-7268.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Seth with the Lion's Den. Are you or someone you know looking for a tool to help them be more accountable? Check out the Black Collar Mindset, the Art of Strategic Thinking. It's a manual to help maneuver through life strategically by holding yourself accountable every step of the way. Go to theblackcollarmindset.com to grab your copy today. Again, the website is theblackcollarmindset.com. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. Let's get it together. One thing we can cherish during these times is family dinners. Think about it, the nice, succulent southern fried chicken, baked beans cooked to perfection, creamy macaroni and cheese, cornbread. You get the point. Come check out Kevlar's Grill, where all the meals are cooked with perfection, professionalism, and love. Located outside the Scott Air Force Base back gate inside the VFW is where you can find them. Also, they have military discount for all of our serving members. Give them a call. Their number is 618-416-5700, and that's inside Scott VFW Post 4183. And they also have Grubhub. Call them now and tell them that the Lion's Den sent you. No, what's going on? What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Lion's Den, y'all. Hopefully y'all enjoying this show. Yo, we have some great questions going on in the background. Like, for example, shout out Miss Lily Wilson. She says, for Project Pack, what are some practical steps we can do to better support family or friends returning from prisons, after 20 years? So I think that's a great question. All right, fellas, look, somebody background is hot. Let me see who it is. It might be Will's. Yeah, there it is. Yo, so what y'all think about the show thus far, though, man? What you think, Big Herm?
Man, so I've been a fan for about 20 years. You know what I'm saying? More than that, and I'm learning. It's just interesting learning a whole nother side of a man. You know what I'm saying? With music, I was brought up on. You know what I mean? And it's very inspiring. You know what I mean? It's like you listen to him talk. It's like if more people listen to these words, you know what I'm saying, especially coming from a man like him, you know what I'm saying, I think our community would move in a much better direction.
I believe so. Larry, man, what you feel, man?
Yeah, it's interesting, man, listening to like the Project Pat I knew and grew up on compared to the guy I'm hearing now. It's like, whoa, complete 180, but I call it growth. And it's one of the questions I really want to get to is I want to talk about the transition from the early days of his childhood to where he's at now and what sparked that transition. What was it? Was it religion? Was it just, experience? Was it just growth? Or like, what was it that just caused you to change your mindset from being hood to like, we need to do better in the hood?
Yeah, that's a great question. And it's funny you said that because first thing come to my mind when I think of Project Pack, I'm like chicken, ball. Where they at? Look, they still around. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. You can't run away from chicken head, but you still elevate and connect with individuals. Big Will, what you think, bro?
Man, to be honest, brother, he's a representation of everybody that's from that hood background. Because people judge us where we come from, but we are not where we come from.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So to see him today, this shows this. That's why you don't give up on people, because what a mind is at that time. You pour into them and you pray for them like people pray for him. You just don't know what you're going to grow out that ground.
Already. You're absolutely right. So ladies and gentlemen, before we do this, make sure you do hit this share button, right? Coming back on up, y'all, we got Mr. Project Pat, y'all back in the bit. Wait, and then look, his phone just went off. See what happens? Internet out of line. Look, we're gonna have to talk to him, y'all, about that cricket phone, man. We don't got to get him out. But yeah, he was just there. Hold on, here you go.
My bad. Here I go.
What happened, bro? Look at
man, hit a button by accident. Moving the phone, hit a button by accident.
That man hungry.
It's all good. Hey, but go ahead, Herman. We got you.
So check this out. Like I was saying in my halfway point, I learned a lot about you that I really appreciate. And so I just really want to know, what I'm saying? I want to go back because you talk a lot about Christianity, and I'm realizing your father was a minister. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just I want to know, like, at what point in your life did it click to you, like, you know what, this is the route that I want to go? You know what I'm saying? Was it always there in you, or is it now is the season that you're bringing it?
Man, I just I mean, it was mainly like right before the pandemic hit. I mean, the Lord had been dealing with me like, you know how you just get like tired of something. You just be like, man, and you know you're supposed to be doing something else, but you be like, I don't know what I want to do, but I know it ain't this. Now hear me out. Now when I said it, I ain't talking about rapping. But see, I thought I was talking about rapping. I just didn't know. I had to go talk to God about it. So I did a lot of praying, a lot of meditating, and thing with God is this: a lot of people they say they wanna they wanna figure it out mentally, and then they want to choose what they want to choose. See, with God, you just gotta say, you know what, this God, He can't lie. I'm a believer. Then once you believe Him, in the Bible it says we grow from faith to faith. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you grow from faith to faith. So it's like once you step out, then you get he give you an understanding. See, it's not, a person say, man, I gotta get myself together. I'm trying to figure it out. It ain't figuring out. It's you going to Him in submission. Then it said the beginning in the Bible, it say what it say, the beginning of knowledge is the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. So when you fear the Lord, meaning reverence God and submit to Him and say, you know what, Lord, I'm gonna go to you about it. I'm asking you. I'm talking to you about it. You tell me. I'm talking. You see, a lot of people think they got to do a lot of stuff, and they think they a lot of people we get a little thrown off because we grew up under religion as children. A lot of different religions. If you talk to God and you sincere in your heart, He gonna talk to you, and He gonna lead you with His with love and kindness have I drawn thee. That's what it say in the Bible. He gonna draw you in with love and kindness, and that's exactly what He did for me. He drew me in with His love and His kindness. I am a willing prisoner of the love of God through Jesus Christ. I'm a willing prisoner because when I say that, I say that to say this, man. It wasn't like I tell people this all the time. I was not broke. I was not fighting a charge. I was not I mean I was going through something, but what I was going through was me wanting to do the right thing. That's not, person said, well, that ain't hard to do, but everybody got their hangups, you know what I'm saying? So that's what I was going through. And I come to find out that, like of course I'm saved, I'm good. It wasn't see, let me say this right quick. Accepting Jesus Christ is a gift. It's a free gift. It's not, you can't work to go to heaven. You accept Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior, that's it. And a lot of people they say, well, I'm this, I'm that, and I'm this, I'm that. Okay, that's fine. I mean, hey, I don't knock nothing what a person do, because guess what? God made us in His likeness and His image. He'll never override nobody's will. So it's like that's why I say, that's why everybody know this. That's why that saying come from, where it say, you have what you say, what you believe, and what you say is what you're gonna have. Well, the reason why that's like that is because we are creators. God said, let us make man in His likeness and His image. Can we agree on that? He did say that. Now He said, let's make man in His likeness in His image. So is God, what is God? God is a creator, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we're creators. We are creators. You can create music, you can create a dish, you can create a building, you can create a foundation. But I'm gonna show you this. But we're mainly creators with what we believe we can do in our heart
Mm-hmm.
and what we speak out of our mouths. Because when you believe something in your heart and say it out your mouth, you're gonna have it. So if you believe that you can do something, but it says why a person say, well, what? But see, everybody, but the thing is, it's only two kingdoms in this world. So everybody's always inspired by one of those kingdoms. So when I say, man, I was trying to I was like, man, I want to do something different. But it's like I had to go to God about it. So when I went to God about it, He led me into what He wanted me to do. But then I was like, well, man, like, what about this? What about that? See, I can rap. Rapping's fine. But I can't glorify wrong and be cool like it's cool to blow somebody's brains out and snatch a, blow an old lady brains out and snatch her purse. See, because now I'm motivating that other kingdom. You see what I'm saying? There's only two kingdoms. There's only two kingdoms. And I mean, we can
serve both of them. I get you.
Well, no. You're not gonna see. No, this is the thing. This is the thing. And listen, hear me out. It's not me making myself not do this. I don't want to. I just don't want to. It's not me pushing my. See, God is not gonna. God ain't gonna tie your hands up and force you into nothing, because He gave you your own will. So the choice is yours. In the Bible, it say, I give you a choice, life and death. Choose life. The Lord said that. That's an Old Testament. A lot of people like to preach out of the Old Testament. That's an Old Testament. He said, choose life. So, but it's your choice, though. See, everybody think like this. They say nobody's going to hell or going to hell because of the wrong they've done. Jesus already died about that. They're going because of the choice they make. And it's their choice. It's not, it's truly their choice, because see, remember that God made us in His likeness and His image. You can't see, the thing is, let me show you something. Let me show y'all something. Now, y'all gonna agree with me. Whose ideas do all y'all believe more than anybody's?
No.
You know, hold on. You know why? Guess what? You believe your own ideas. Look, you even believe your own ideas more than you believe even God. Because I'm gonna show you something. Because you are an individual. God made you like that. You are your own individual. So you make the choice. But see, the thing is, it's only two kingdoms out here. And so it's like a person, they're trying to, like, a lot of people, they get hung up on titles, and when you get into the religion and stuff like that. And that's why I mean, and it is, when I say Go Foundation is a ministry, it is. But I didn't want to call it Go Ministry. I just wanted to call it Go Foundation, because see, this thing right here, this is God. I'm just working for Him. You see what I'm saying? It's not in that, like we haven't had like a lot of donations to this foundation, but the Lord gets it done, because it's his situation. It's not me, it's Him. So, I'm just a laborer in His kingdom. You see what I'm saying? So my thing is this right here, man. I try not to. I try not to. I don't push nothing on nobody. The one thing about Go Foundation, we don't push Jesus Christ on you. We're not going, because see, God don't do that. God don't force you to be a Christian. He don't. I'm not finna sit here and tell you you're going to hell. Well, this is my thing. I'm gonna say you're not gonna go to hell. I'm gonna say you're gonna choose Christ. You see what I'm saying? Okay. See, ain't no sense in talking about that, because see, a lot of people ain't scared of hell. You see what I'm saying?
They live every day.
Especially if they live in it.
Especially these gangsters out here. These gangsters ain't scared of no hell.
Yeah,
they don't tell them about that.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, I don't. That's why I say I'm not. Lord don't get me on that path. Like if God got somebody saying that, and it's real. If you don't, you will go to hell. It's the truth. It is the truth. But it's no sense in talking. He hasn't led me to do that yet. You know what I'm saying? He hadn't led. And the thing is, but the thing is with God, he's not gonna force you in no shape, form, or fashion with fear. He's not gonna press no fear on you, or if you don't do this gonna happen. He's not gonna do that. No, And I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna show y'all something. And I don't care who you is. God is talking to everybody. See, I know He's talking to everybody now. I know this for a fact because He talked to me. And when I say talk to me, I'm saying I'm not talking about I hear an audible voice or I'm hearing voices in my head. No. No, it's a knowing. Like, you just know. And God is talking, like, put like this. When a person go through something and for a fact, that was God that really looked out for you, or looked out for this person, or this, it was God. And it's a know. How you know? Because it's a knowing.
That's right.
It's a knowing. And the thing is, nobody's going, and the Lord I be listening to this pastor by the name of Keith Moore. He's out of Branson, Missouri, and he got a church down in Sarasota, Florida. And he was taught under Kenneth Hagin. And man, you know, good ministry, real good minister. And I've been really watching him, and he was saying something one day about like, to be honest, man, our shortest time that we gonna have in existence is on earth. This is the shortest time we're gonna have in existence is on earth, as far as existence on earth. The shortest time we'll be living in our life, because we're gonna live forever somewhere. Everybody lives forever. Nobody, because see, we're not. This is an earth suit we got in right now. You look at me. This is my earth suit. This body is an earth suit. You gotta have this body to be on this earth. It's an earth suit. That's all it is. You all are spirits. Everybody on this planet is a spirit. That's a human being. It's a spirit. So the thing is, you're not gonna live to be 150 years on this planet. You know, you live to be old. I'm gonna say with long life, he gonna satisfy you. So you're gonna live to be gold and gray. You're gonna live to be 100. I say that 100 and something, but you're not gonna make 150. You know, that'll be a miracle. I ain't saying you can't. Now, but I don't. Not on this earth. But guess what? You're gonna live past 150. You're gonna live past that. And then I started thinking about that. You know what I'm saying? And I started thinking. I said, man, you know what? That's real. That's the truth. Now, a lot of people, they don't like to talk about that. Yeah. You know, a lot of big gangsters. Big gangsters don't like to talk about. I don't want to talk about that. You know, you want to talk about right. You know, people get scared of that. But see, the thing is, when you know you good with God, what you scared of that for? I accept Jesus Christ as my Lord and say I'm good. I ain't worried about that. Thank God. But guess what? But I used to be though. Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. I used to have a fear of that. Because see, like, and what really changed me, man, it is I just stepped out. I just stepped out and said, Lord, I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna see what's up with you. You know, and when I did for myself, because see, you can't, let me say this right quick. I ain't trying to hold up all the time, but you can't, when you die and I die or whoever dies, grandmama and auntie and them ain't gonna be standing right there with you. It's gonna be you and God. So you got to give account with you and God. So, you know, I can't ride off of my father's faith or my grandmother's faith. I got to know God myself. And the thing is, a lot of people, they think God is an evil taskmaster, but he's not. Mm-hmm. God is real love. He passed grandmama love. So he's not gonna, he's not gonna force us to, you know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say this. I had to know him. I got to know him for myself, and I'm every day learning more about him as I deal with him directly.
Right. That's the most important relationship, is getting to know him yourself. But I want you to share with the audience members that may not have that courage, or that they in that place to be able to go to him and pray and give their life to him. What would you tell that person that wants to, but just doesn't know how or have the confidence to do so they can get to where you're talking about, brother?
Well, the thing is, the thing is, we're always, nobody knows it all. You know what I'm saying? You know what they say, we look through a glass darkly. You know what I'm saying? We don't see it all. We just don't. You don't. I don't care who you is. You know, you could be the biggest scholar, preacher, whatever you think you is. Sorry, you don't know it all. You don't. But what you have to do is this. See, it's just like this. You know, a person say, well, man, yeah. A lot of people, they know God. And like me, I'm talking about myself. I was a person, I knew of God. Yeah, I know God exists. But I didn't know him like I know him now. See, and a person say, well, man, I got faith in God. Well, you can't have faith in somebody, because God is a person. When I say person, he's God, but we made in his likeness and his image. So he's a spirit. He's like, I'm a spirit, like you a spirit. What? God, the only way to get to know me, you got to spend some time with me. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You can't have faith in somebody you don't trust. And the only way you trust somebody is you got to get to know them. You see what I'm saying? So it's like people say, well, I have faith in God. Well, you don't. No, you don't. And I mean, you can read a Bible all day. That's fine. But just because you read a Bible and you know a couple words, that's cool. But do you know him, though?
Right.
And see, that was my problem. I didn't know him. I mean, I knew of him, but I didn't know him. And when I started getting to know him and knowing the true love of God and how he really, like, it was him that when I said that with that little neighborhood situation, and it was him that when the people found the guns in my car, and then when they checked for the fingerprints and they said, well, now listen, now I'm not saying that God blessing me in wrong, but they checked the fingerprints on the gun and they said my fingerprints ain't on there. I'm like, that don't make no sense. Like, I'm sitting there like,
Won't he
huh?
do it?
Yeah, but you see what I'm saying? Like, but the thing is, I say that to say this. I say that to say this. Um, I, I started to understand better that it's not my slickness that was carrying me. I wasn't uh smooth or knowledgeable like that. I didn't, I wasn't, it was God just keeping me the whole time, all the way up to right now, all the way up to this very moment. If of anybody that's living right now, you asked me a minute ago, a person, the code of God, anybody that's alive right now, if you breathing, then you have an opportunity. And see, the thing is, that's a blessing. I mean, let's just be honest. It's a lot of people ain't here that we knew last year.
Right.
They not here no more. Year for that, they not here no more. So you got to look at it like, man, you're blessed, and to be blessed like that. One day we got to all stand in front of God, and He gonna ask us this. He gonna say, "What did you do with your time?" See, because you blessed to have time. You blessed. I heard the brother say he had a birthday. You blessed.
Yeah.
Because my cousin, he died, he was 20. And that was 20 some years ago. You see what I'm saying? See, you blessed, like you outlived him. You see what I'm saying? My daddy, he's 70 some years old. I told my dad, I said, Dad, you outlived so many people, it's crazy.
Yeah.
But my grandmama died, I think my grandmama was 89. She might have been 89 or 98, one of them. It's one of the two. Because my grandma was up there. And bro, my grandma was a praying woman from Mississippi. And let me tell you something. My grandmama went out on some God. When she died in her sleep. She wasn't sick or nothing. When I seen her before she died, and about a month later she had died. And she lived in Kansas City. But my grandma, man, she died in her sleep peaceably. They said she just went to sleep, told everybody, well, I did my job.
No,
She said this before she died. This
Hey.
she said. She said, I did my job. I raised y'all best I could. I knew. She said, y'all, God been taking care of y'all and looked out for y'all. She said, I am so thankful. And my grandmama went in her bed that night and went to heaven.
that was it.
Let me show you something. But listen, watch this. But she didn't go out in the hail of bullets, though. You see what I'm saying? See, I'm going out like grandmama. I'm not going out like I would have been going had I stayed on what I was on. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. See,
I want to get you ask this question real quick. I don't mean to cut you off.
I'll go ahead, bro.
I want to make sure we hit it. And I listened to the interview, one of the other podcasts you was on, and you talked about how you transferred from one prison system to another, and it was somewhere in Illinois. And then some brothers came in from St. Louis when they was talking to you. And initially when you got there, you was like, you wasn't ready to receive it. You was just trying to get there to get out of the cage and get out of get in a better position where it's a little bit more calmer. I'm just paraphrasing. But when you started hearing the word, you said that really what triggered you. Like, yo, these brothers really talking some real truth. What was that real
my
truth?
partner.
I feel like that was a transition for you.
Yeah, my partner. I was. The place was the joint was St. Louis. It was some good St. Louis guys in there. But my partner, who I was mainly talking to, was my partner Tom. I still talk to him to this day. He free. He was from Texas. He's from Texas, and he got caught up. He was just out there. He was really out there. Like really, really out there, gangster. And Tom, I met him, and I met some of the brothers that was at the place, and I had just came from Beaumont, Texas. So I'm just in prison, I'm in jail, and I'm just like, I'm on one, And man, when I first got to Greenville, they put me in a hole. So something stupid I did. I don't even want to talk about it, but I got out the hole. My partner from Chicago, good brothers, my good brothers just had called my boy Hugh Ardell, man. He out now. Matter of fact, he live in St. Louis. Okay. And he from the Shire. And man, I started seeing, man, these some good brothers. You know what I'm saying? Like, these dudes real. And like I tell people, and even then, I was coming home to a fortune. I didn't have but 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It like it was over for me. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it wasn't that. See, nothing motivated me like You're not a person to say they get in trouble. And look, let me tell you something. You find God, I don't care how you find him. You hear me? I don't care what. If you in trouble and you found him, praise God. Because you need God at the end of, I'm serious, man. I stress it. You know what I'm saying? I don't knock nobody who found God. I don't care how you found him. You found him, praise God.
Right.
But my thing is, I didn't have no problem with nothing. I just had a true interest. Like, man, cause see, I guess I was like in a situation where, man, I had done it all. I had all the girls. I did the drugs. I mean, I had the clothes, the money. I mean, I just was like, man, it just got boring to me quick. I just was like, hey, man, really, man, I'm not no big drug dealer in the streets and nothing like that. But I mean, man, I still was moving and grooving even then. So it's like when I got in the rap game, I just started getting the money, and I knew I was like, man, it's a blessing, man. I can't sit up here and act like this is me. Like, I ain't no rapper. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying to myself. Like, bro, I'm not a rapper. Like, man, this is crazy. People going for this.
Everybody
Like,
love you the most, man. They love you the most.
Bro, listen to me, bro. I tell people this all the time. I like, bro, I'm a hustler. I'm not a rapper. Like, I hustle the game. I'm a con artist. I'm a thief. I'm a robber. Like, bro, I'm not a rapper, bro. Like, and you know, and I don't, and I mean, when I say that was, you know, I'm a man of God now, but that's what I was on at the time. And I used, man, bro, when I was Getty Green was out, I was selling dope and everything. Like, I couldn't, bro. I'm telling you seriously, like, I was still in it. Like, and I mean, I know, and like, you know, I talked to certain rappers. Pimp C was like that, you know, and yeah, like, man, you still be in it, and you know, you still had that mentality, and it's like, man, I used to be going to the shows and the interviews. I mean, I didn't know how to carry myself because of my mom and my daddy. You know what I'm saying? You know, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am. How you doing, sir? Oh, you real polite. Oh, well, thank. My mama told me a long time. Good manners carry you a long way. Good manners also get you in with people. And you know, like I say, I was a con artist, so of course I had good manners. All con artists got good manners. You know what I'm saying? But now, good brother, man, what really basically, man, just made me do it, man, is that, like I said, God is talking to everybody, and He just been talking to me all my life. He's real patient. God's real patient and loving, and He just knew that He knew, because God is the beginning and the end. He knew I was gonna choose Him. He knew I was. He knew it when I didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, what a person got to understand is you got to do the choosing. See, it's not, God is not gonna press nothing on you. He's not gonna force you. The stuff that we get in life, that be us. Let me give you a quick example. If my son is 5 or 3 years old, he walk over to a socket and he get ready to shock himself, am I gonna grab his hand? Of course I'm gonna grab his hand. I'm God. I'm gonna grab his hand. Now, person say, well, God had to sit you down, or God had you had to go through it. Listen, man, if I can avoid my child from getting shocked and die, I'm not gonna let him do it. But if I can't stop him and he's got his own will, and I can't even get involved because that's just the law I'm under. Then you know what I'm saying? Then when he touched that socket, that's not me doing that. I'm not doing that. See, God don't do you no harm to make you do good. And people think that, and it's sad because a lot of that was instilled from grandmama and them and auntie and them, which mean, well, that's in heaven, that's saved, they went to heaven, but they just didn't know no better. Because no, man, you know, you be good, God gonna get you. What you talking about? God, if God gets you, that's what you want, so you gonna be bad then.
Right.
You hear me?
Like, like a boogeyman.
That's all I'm saying, good brother. God is not a boogeyman.
And then the genie on the other hand. You see,
and the genie on the other hand, that's so man-made. It's crazy, but see, that's one that you know, when the Lord prompts us, that's one of the messages I always speak. Because man, I just hate to see it because it's a trick of the enemy. That's a trick of the devil right there. But yeah, man, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I thank God that He deal with me. I thank God that He drew me in with His loving kindness. Cause man, I'm telling you, man, it's serious. It's serious for real out here. And before you know it, I'm gonna tell you something, man. One thing about the devil and getting tricked off the streets and all that, man. Before you know it, man, oh man, you'll be dead out here. The devil get you up out of here quick. Yeah, he not gonna play with you. He gonna get you up out of here quick. And a lot of the young guys, man, like the ones you see with the tattoos on their face, the ones who really out here, the real, I'm talking about the real, I'm talking about them real gangsters. Man, they is crying for love, good brother.
Yeah.
These babies, man, these dudes is babies, and they just crying for love. Now they men, they'll shake some, they'll do it. I respect them. But at the same time, man, God love them, man, and he don't want to see them go through that hell. And it's really, to be honest, it's from bad counsel. They had bad, you know, a black man get raped when he a child, he's not gonna talk about that. But he'll act it out. He'll act it out when he turns 17, 18. When you see them tattoos and he's shooting that gun and killing and robbing folks, and you be like, why dude so crazy? Because because mama boyfriend raped him, and he he felt like he couldn't tell nobody. You see what I'm saying?
Another way,
yeah, man. And mama her girlfriend raped him. Yeah, I got some partners of mine. They babysitters raped them. Women, they dudes. Women raped them. Yeah, man. See, and all that goes on. But what is a man? What is a man gonna? How is a man gonna say something about that? How is he gonna? You know what I'm saying? Especially in the hood, like he ain't even to talk about that. But I tell you this though, you'll see his anger when you see them tattoos and how devoted he is, because he wants some love from somebody, and he's ready to make a real commitment
and some respect,
and some respect. You see what I'm saying? And you catch a dude, he'll go so hard, and you be like, why dude going hard like that, man?
Yeah.
And like, why he so hard on why he crazy like that? Man, because somebody scarred him when he was a baby.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? And man, I'm telling you, man, it starts right there. It starts right there. It starts when you're 2 and 1 and 3 and 4. And the devil get to working on you when you come out the womb. And he want to instill a bunch of fear in you. A whole bunch of fear, so you can be scared of this and scared of that and scared of this and scared of that. And man, I'm gonna tell you, man, it's really sad, man. It's the simplest things in the world. I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna say this right fast. You know when a person say, you got a child, right? And you say, oh, don't go in the street. You gonna get hit by a car. No, you don't tell no child that. Because now you're putting fear in his heart. Because what if he just playing with the ball? He just running for the ball. He a child. He might just run in the street like, oh, I might get hit by a car. Now, you know, fear, that's the devil's faith. He finna make it happen. What you tell a child is, you don't go in the street, I'm gonna kick your tail. See, remember in the Bible it said the rod of correction to set him straight, not the fear. Not fear. See, all that fear.
True.
See, we so full of fear, man, and that's the devil's faith. See, that's faith in reverse. And when you fear something, you believe it'll happen. You speaking it out your mouth. Guess what's happening next? You just made it happen. The Bible says you snare by the words of your mouth, but you also can use that snare to speak good and get some good in your life. But see, it's like, man, you don't be good. God gonna get you. Why you want to make God a killer and a boogeyman? But see, it's listen, good mama mean well, just don't know no better. You see what I'm saying? It just don't know no better. And that's all I'm saying, man. Like that's the book that we have is called The Tongue of Creative Forces, by Charles Capps, a minister out of England, Arkansas. He's passed now. His wife, my bad, his daughter Annette runs it now, and it's real good, man, and it's a real good book, and that's the main book we pass out in the prisons. That and I passed out a few Kenneth Hagin books too, called Right and Wrong Thinking. That was the book that mainly got Charles Capps started, called Right and Wrong Thinking. Because see, when you think wrong and you dwell on wrong, then you start speaking wrong. Then next thing you do, you start believing wrong.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what? Hold on, brother. So first of all, I want to thank you for coming on, man. You know what I'm saying? Seriously. Hey, so look, I'm about to get the Lions they last thought. You know what I'm talking about. Hey, Larry, man, what you got, man?
Hey, listen, Project Pat, man. My family tell you was my favorite artist growing up through my high school, college years, and even doing basic training in my workouts, man. I still bump that Getty Green. But I want to leave it on this is I had a chance to actually interview somebody that actually transitioned on the positive side of things. And we ain't talking about, I want to talk about all your songs and all the stuff, but I got a chance to talk to you about growth. And that just made my day. So I appreciate you taking the time to come on to us.
For
It was
sure.
a little shaky week, but having you on here says everything it needs to say about you as a man, man. I appreciate you. Thank you.
Well, praise
Absolutely.
God.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very big Will.
Man, dope discussion, brother. And this you coming on, this being who you are, owning everything, because you came on here showing people how to be accountable, not to run from your path, but how to capitalize on it and use it for the goodness of others, brother. So you coming on
That's real.
is just an example on where we from don't make us.
No.
That's the key thing I took away from this, brother. You were a representation for so many people coming from where you come from, and you show people how to beat that statistical expectation they have for brothers from the hood. So I thank you for coming on, brother, and keep doing what you're doing.
There you go.
Praise
Keep doing
God.
what you're doing.
There you go.
I'm not one of the 4 brothers from the hood. I'm from the suburbs.
Man, shut up.
Well, I knew plenty of gangsters from the suburbs, running gangs and everything.
I'm still from Tennessee, but one thing I want to say is, just like Larry, you know what I'm saying, grew up on your music, and I really appreciate this side of you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all sides of you. I mean, your music got me through a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? So going forward, I know you keep saying God is working on you, God is working on you, and you know you don't know anything, and God is leading you. So I'm excited to see where God is taking you. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like you meant for great things, and it's coming.
Man, good brother. I'm excited myself. You don't understand, bro. I'm be honest with you, man. I you know, I person say, like you like you say when when you figure, you say, man, I really love what I'm doing. Like, man, I love this, man. Like I'm talking about, I love this, man. I love this. I can talk about God, man, all day long, like until he come back. You hear me? I love it, bro. Cause see, no, man, I'm honest. See, because one thing about me, man, see, a lot of times we let fear hold us back from what we really need to be doing and what we really want to do. Man, you just got to step out, man. Like I know the brother had asked me earlier, like what would I tell people that's trying to like in transition or trying to come at? Man, you got to step out. Like you can't let fear hold you back. That'd be fear. That'd be fear, and then it'd be pride. You know, well, I don't want to look a certain way. You got to get off of your look. See, if I slip up and fall, I just fail. You laugh, and I'm gonna laugh with you. You know, I'm from Memphis, man. We check all day, just like St. Louis. Y'all know how y'all do. Yeah, we do the same thing. We just check all day. We still do it. That's all the young dudes do. That's all we used to do. So it's like, man, we don't, like, man, like I don't get into that. I don't, and I thank God I'm not like that, because I just don't care, man. Because I look at it like this. Like, I got a partner, man. Man, he's so funny, man. He from North Carolina, man. I'm texting him now. That's my guy. He just, man, he just like don't care like about like he'll talk to a woman, don't care how he look. In other words, so he's not insecure. Like he's not insecure at all.
Yeah.
But see, I ain't either, cause see, and no offense to light skinned brothers, but I grew up in the era where the light skinned dude was getting all the girls.
You know
in
what
my
I'm
time in the 80s, the light skinned dude was getting all the girls.
All
It
of
was.
All of them.
Curly hair.
And so only thing I had was this right here.
That's
All I
it.
had was a mouthpiece.
Hey,
I was a skinny dog, dude, so I had a mouthpiece. That's all I had. I ain't had nothing else.
I'm in the same boat as him.
shut up, man. He's
I ain't like this. What you talking about?
Man, my best friend light skinned, man. He was getting all them girls, man. He'd be like, man, keep you getting them all, man.
I'll be sure.
His brother had them all. I said, man,
Hey,
man.
all
Look,
you
I
gotta
used to,
say
hey,
is
look,
yeah,
hold up.
no.
And look, a dark skinned dude secretly wanted to be a little bit lighter. He ain't
Yeah,
gonna
little
admit it,
bit.
though. He ain't gonna admit it.
Hey, just a tape, not too much though.
Just a taste, man. I just need a taste. Just a little bit lighter, man, so I can get me one, man.
Hey,
Now we
hold on.
win. You know we win now.
Wait, hey, check it out. Hey, we in now. Hey, listen. Hey, look, after what you call it, Get Out. You know what I'm talking about? You got Black Panther. Hey, we in now. You
Oh, no,
dig?
we good
Hey,
now. We
Hey,
good
but look,
now.
but no, seriously though, man. Look, real talk. What you say? I'm like, hey, Nate too.
Hey, he is like,
Sure.
Hey, but listen. Hey, but look. Before we go, first of all, I want to say this has been one of the most memorable birthdays. The reason why is because this is showing not only growth in us as brothers, but connecting with individuals like yourself, Project, and seeing the growth in you and the things that we're able to do and connect with other individuals in the world, that's just reverberating more growth. You get what I'm saying? So I thank you seriously for that. All right. I really do. Man,
praise God.
man, it is so huge, man. And listen, not just that, low key, I didn't know we was going to go to Project Pack Pentecostal on today, but we got it in.
You got it
Y'all
in,
funny,
boy.
man. Y'all funny, man.
Hey, man, listen.
I'm gonna tell my wife that she gonna bust out laughing. She gonna really laugh at that.
No, because it's real. Hey, don't forget and put it in those words. Project Pat Pentecostal.
I'm sure gonna tell
That's
her.
what it is. Hey, but you know what, man? Listen, look, but seriously though, what I do want to do, and if our guests are listening, if y'all go to the Black Collar Mindset, all right, if you go to the blackcollarmindset.com, I would like to give Project Pat and his organization some of these books, the Black Collar Mindset books, so that he can give out some more. So if y'all can dig that, y'all go and do that. And I will most definitely within the next week, if y'all purchase those books, we're going to get his address after this. And Project, after we go off, don't go nowhere. All right. I want you.
Okay.
But, we want to send you some more books and, you know, just a little bit more literature that can connect with maybe some other individuals, man, to talk about that mindset change and all of that self-accountability, if you can dig that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man, come on now. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But listen, ladies and gentlemen, this has been an outstanding show. Thank you again, brother. Hey, but look, before you go, I want to give you a second to give one last word to individuals that's listening right now. What is it that you would like them to know personally about you?
Oh, man, you know, I like I say, man, I don't press religion on people. I don't do that. I'm not into that. But I urge men, women, children, kids, you need you some God insurance out here. You need to accept Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior, and then you and Him work it out. And I tell people this. People like, well, man, I can't stop doing this, or I can't stop doing that. Well, don't worry about it. Look, and I say this. I hope you could stop, but don't stop. Just keep doing what you're doing. But accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior, and then go to Him about the situation. So a lot of times people, what they do, they try to tell you what to do when it comes to God. And say, I couldn't tell you what to do when it comes to God, because it's between you and God. So I urge you, man, give your life to Christ Jesus. Accept Him as your Lord and Savior. Ask Him to come into your heart and ask Him to forgive you your sins. A free gift. You just accept a free gift. Like, it's just like me. If I had a sack with $100,000 in it, and I say, here you go, a free gift. All you gotta do is just take it. It's just like that. It's worth way more than money. You know what I'm saying? Way more. And just accept it. And when you accept the free gift, man, guess what's next? Well, guess what? Well, now you saved and you in the kingdom. Now, person say, well, I don't feel like, it ain't about what you feel. I'm still doing this and that. I was still doing what I was doing. But see, it's not about this thing is not about, it's spiritual, it's not physical.
Mm-hmm.
And once you do it, then you and God work it out. You and God get you off of what you need to get off of, the drugs and all that. Let God come in, talk to Him about it, and He gonna fix it. Because I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell you this right quick. It's a lot of things that people go through in life. And I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with 12 steps. There's nothing wrong with them. But 12 steps just ain't gonna get it. It's scars. It's scars that's leading people to these drugs. It's spiritual scars. These scars are not, these wounds, and these are spiritual wounds. And they cannot be healed by a regular doctor, a physical doctor. You got to go to God to heal these spiritual wounds. Now He can heal them. And that's what the main thing is. That a lot of people, man, they looking and they trying, and it's the outside. It's just like kind of like taking an aspirin for a headache, like or taking some medicine. You sick, your body heals itself, but the thing is, your spirit, you got to go to God to get that healed. And I'm just being 100. You got to go to God, but guess what? He can heal it instantaneously, and you don't have to go through the misery and the pain and all that fear. All that scared, and the fear ain't nothing but torment. See, I'm gonna show you something. What a person do when they going through that torment and that fear, or and torment of life, man, that's hell on earth. That's the devil. And see, you got to go to God to get rid of that. Because see, when you start learning about the love of God and the peace of God and the love of God, see, that's what I've been on lately. That peace and that love, that peace that passes understanding. See, you want to let peace be your guide and all that. Man, that's the best thing going, man. Because see, that's the love of God. Because see, God is about some love and some peace. He ain't about hell. Like, man, I'm going through hell out here. Well, that's hell on earth. You don't supposed to be going through that. Guess what? We wasn't made for worry. We wasn't made. I'm seriously, we was not made. That's why in the Bible, the Lord said, cast all the cares on him. We wasn't made for worry. And people be worrying about stuff they don't supposed to be doing it. You supposed to go to God and tell him, Lord, I need some help. Don't just you can't be stubborn about it. You can't, I'm gonna figure it out myself. You've been trying to figure it out for the last 4-5 years and it ain't happening. Yo, I'm sorry, man. I know because I used to do it too. But see, this ain't a brain thing. This is a spiritual thing. And your spirit and your brain is two different things. That's two different things, man. You can really, man, a person is really more smarter than what they think, but past your brain. See, you got wisdom, but you got to draw your wisdom from God. You got to go to God and get some wisdom. You can't, I mean, you can read the books and all that. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If God leads you to read one, read them. But other than that, man, go to God about some wisdom on how to deal with situations in life. And a lot of these stuff that we going through, man, we won't even have to go through it because we wasn't built for worry and that's hell on earth.
Right.
That's torment.
Wow, man. Well, thank you, bro.
Project, what you say? Project Pentecostal.
No, Project Pentecostal.
Funny, man.
Bro. That's what it is. Hey, but you know what? Hey, man, listen. Hey, you're walking testament. You dig? And that's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? But listen, we want to let you and the rest of the audience and even the den, man, just make sure y'all enjoy yourself. Thank y'all for being a part of this another outstanding show. We couldn't do this without y'all. You know what I'm saying? And thank you again, Project Pat, man. We do appreciate you. Hey, don't all go. We're going to hold tight. But ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to us. Make sure you're following and you sharing. Let them know what type of show this is. We focus on leadership, growth, development with action. You understand? That's what we do, y'all. And listen, we want y'all to have a great, outstanding week. Right on.